Hey everyone, it's Dinah, and we are back for a new trailer reaction. And this one is for one that's been fairly long awaited. Been waiting for it quite a while now. It's an exciting new MCU Disney Plus series on the way, and this one is She-Hulk. Now subtitled Attorneys at Law, attorneys. But I think actually no, I think it's Attorney at Law, right? I think is it attorneys or attorney? I think I can't remember. It's attorney, because the thing she is the one. But I mean, doesn't mean no other attorneys can't show up. But the focus will hopefully predominantly kind of be on her throughout her own series. So this one is going to be She-Hulk, Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk. I think she is Bruce Banner's cousin, who I think somehow gets like his blood kind of transfused with hers, and then she becomes She-Hulk as well. So yeah, I think I'm not can't remember exactly if bit of a disclaimer. I think if I sniffle a lot or actually kind of wheeze a lot during this, it's because it's now allergy season. Sun is out, pollen's on an abnormally high count, so allergy season is up and flaring already. So any teary eyes, any sniffles, any potential sneezing, that would be why. But yeah, so I can't remember exactly if she can transform or if she's actually permanently stuck in tall buff green form. If she is, no complaints here. If she is, no complaints here. But I actually can't remember if that is the case. I think now with Bruce, I think he is. I think he is. I think we had like a bit of a teaser that was released like a while ago that showed Bruce and Jennifer in human form as well. So I don't know if they're gonna show maybe if Bruce actually can transform back now, because I think in Endgame we saw he had merged the mind of Bruce with the body of Hulk, so he actually had the best of kind of both worlds in a sense. I don't know if they've managed to if they're now going to change that so he can actually transform like in and out, and only have the body when he needs it or something, or what's going to happen. But either way, he's going to be in this. Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner, and potentially the Hulk will be in this too, as Professor Hulk, so that would be cool. We also have Tim Roth returning as Abomination, and we last saw him back in Shang-Chi. Him and Wong were duking it out for like literally like 10 seconds in an underground fighting ring run by Xialing, so they will be in the so he will be in this too, not both of them, but he will be in this. But I think that is the last place we saw him, so he's just kind of been out there just kind of throwing punches and getting fighting tips from Wong and all that kind of stuff. So Tim Roth himself is actually going to be returning in this too, so I don't know if that means that we're going to be seeing him in human form, or if he's going to be stuck in Abomination form or something. I mean, if they're bringing the actors themselves back, then I think, could also just easily be mocap or something, but I think then probably be more worthwhile to actually show them off in human form and bring the actors back for that kind of sense of familiarity too. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. I guess we shall see exactly what it is. But I am so excited for this. I'm actually genuinely excited for this, especially with Tatiana Maslany headlining as Jennifer Walters too. I have yet. Just for reference, Orphan Black is on my backlog. It's on my kind of watch list. It's on my backlog of shows to actually watch, because I think that is pretty much like I think to my understanding that's her first kind of big thing. That's the first kind of big show that she did that really, not only put her on the actual kind of on the actual kind of spotlight of actors and everything, but also actually kind of fully showed off her range and her abilities as an actor and everything. So I think it's easily just one of the reasons they actually kind of chose her for this too. And I think this will be her MCU entry. So very curious to see what this one's going to be. I think with her being an attorney at law too, her being like a superhero, but then also with her, I think the difference with her is that she actually is a lawyer for superheroes specifically, whereas with like Matt Murdock, he's like a lawyer by day, like an actual like a genuine like regular people, like a civilian kind of lawyer. So I mean, yeah, I think he wouldn't be like the DA. I think he wouldn't be like the DA or anything. I think he probably just would be like an actual genuine kind of like a private kind of lawyer or something. So yeah, or would he be? I don't know. I mean, he probably private. I don't know. I need to go and double check on those details too. But I think to my knowledge, he deals with civilian cases, and he's like an actual regular kind of lawyer. Whereas Jennifer actually kind of deals with more like more kind of super duper kind of cases and everything. So yeah, could have been the kind of I mean, as cool as the Charlie Cox cameo we got in No Way Home was, as cool as that was, I think it could have also been really fun to have Jennifer Walters being cameoed in that for the first time, and then have her continue on from that into this. But I don't know, maybe we might get a reference to that in this. Maybe like if they could, I mean, well, probably not, because I think the whole Peter Parker thing was actually wiped out of memory. So then, yeah, So then that history might have been wiped out then, like the fact that Peter Parker went through legal troubles might be wiped out then too, because then no one knows, no one remembers or knows who Peter Parker is, so maybe it's not gonna be a thing. But I am kind of curious to know if she actually could have actually stepped in to do anything, like if she could have tried, or if she actually did, or if there was any kind of like opportunity for her to step in before they started to help with superhero stuff, like if Team Cap could have used her in Civil War to fight their battles, or like to actually kind of to help them with their legal stuff. I mean it would kind of depend maybe, because then it would kind of depend on when she actually became a lawyer, and actually when she started working for superheroes too, because then I don't know. There's gonna be a whole story behind this. I'm not sure exactly how in depth they're gonna be exploring in this, and how closely they're gonna be exploring this. But very curious to see how this all goes down to, and how often she's gonna be able to actually Hulk out and become the big buff green lady. I am so excited to see her in actual kind of Hulk form and everything. For reasons, but also it's gonna be cool seeing her, seeing She-Hulk in action too. We've had years and years of Hulk. It's time for some She-Hulk now. I want to see Jennifer Walters, and then see what she's all about. So yeah, first official. I think this is an official trailer. So I think, yeah, first official trailer for Marvel Studios' She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. Let's go.
Being a superhero is a trial by fire. Who's gonna protect the world if it's not people like you?
Oh, look at those arms.
I'm Jennifer Walters. I'm a lawyer. I have great friends.
Can we get some shots, please? It's
Oh.
an emergency.
A demanding job.
We just started a superhuman law division, and I want you to be
A superhuman law division. Yeah, Abomination.
And a frustrating family.
Cause we didn't ask for this.
Oh, damn.
Deal with it. Your transformations are triggered by anger and fear.
Those are like the baseline of any woman just existing.
That's a fair point.
It feels like if I don't transform, I'm gonna die.
Oh shit. Oh, testing her. Oh,
Yes.
there she is.
Yes.
Oh, she gets to keep the cool hair too. Oh, okay.
I just want to be
August
a
17th.
normal, anonymous lawyer.
Can you tell us where She-Hulk is?
Jen, you're a story now.
Okay, huh.
Your ass looks crazy right now.
Damn. Oh, literally tearing out
You could be
the
an Avenger.
heels.
Oh, I'm not a superhero. That is for billionaires and narcissists and adult orphans for some reason.
Don't orphans, oh boy. Oh, Titania, yes, yeah, Jamila Jim was Titania. Oh, Abomination was there too. Okay, yeah, that was a tease,
Is
yeah.
there anything more depressing than dating in your 30s?
This is the best date I've had in a while.
Oh, jeez.
Should we split some fries?
Let's get those to go.
Oh, damn, okay. Oh, the dream, being carried by a big buff lady. Isn't that just a dream for anyone, regardless of gender or sexuality? I'm pretty sure that's just a dream, being carried by a big, strong lady, you know? Isn't that just a dream? Isn't that the dream? Isn't that the dream? Yeah, okay, that definitely was a teaser. That definitely was a teaser. Okay, so I think, yeah, I feel like, even like me, just could even I was able to kind of spot it out from like a little bit inwards, but I think I can already see what the common complaint is going to be. I can already see what the common complaint is going to be. Probably the visuals, probably the CGI, and to that I will say, A, it's a trailer, and B, we still have plenty of time. This is coming out in August. We got May, the rest of May, June, July, August, three and a bit months, including May, 3 and a bit months. There's plenty of time for them to finish up any touches, and I think usually with these two, it's obviously not the kind of best, probably not the best sign, but I think even with these, I think the CGI and stuff usually isn't even finished up until like a month before release, in most cases nowadays anyway. So I think it's clearly gonna be continue to be worked on and everything, because I think especially because the CGI for Bruce in this alone doesn't really kind of fully match up to his one in Endgame either, so I think clearly they're going to actually take time to match that or even improve upon that or whatever. So yeah, but I think I think the CGI there definitely looks unfinished, but I think for me anyway, it doesn't really look anywhere near bad or unwatchable or just anything like that. It definitely feels fit for like an actual teaser purpose and everything. So, and it's like it's big green people. I don't know exactly how far you really want them to go in terms of CGI. They're like, we've had very successful and solid kind of appearances for Hulk in the past. So clearly they're going to be matching it. There's no reason for them to not match up to that with this. So, yeah. But that seems fun. That seems really fun. Jennifer herself. So I think she's the cousin of Bruce, and I think they didn't really kind of, I think they never really mentioned exactly how she gets past in this, but I did read somewhere it was a blood transfusion. I think there was a shot in this of a car being kind of toppled over the side of the road too, so I'm guessing maybe like a car accident that she's in, and then she needs a blood transfusion in order to live, and then maybe the only person who's positive or available or both might be her cousin, Brucey Woosey, and then he comes in with the blood, and then that, ends up doing that. So then I think maybe then he doesn't think his blood will do it. I mean, there's probably no reason for him to think his blood will, because he's gone through years of going through this transformation and this kind of thing dominating his life. So I think there's no reason for him to actually think, oh, this won't happen to her as well. So then maybe he gives it to her thinking, oh, well, I can coach her through it and I can actually help her understand what this is. But right now, this is the only thing that'll actually save her life. And, he's now come to terms with it too. So then maybe he can actually help her, take like a somewhat quicker and relatively easier path down that road too. So maybe that's how it goes down. So I think I can definitely see that happening too, like car crash and then the hospital trip, and then his blood is what helps save her life, but then also inadvertently or not so inadvertently ends up changing it too. So that's going to be fun to see. And yeah, she looks great too, like her arms, her legs, just everything. Like she's just going to be like a big green muscly lady, and it's going to be super fun to see. And I think seeing her in action too, she actively does. I think I think certain shots in there did show her actively kind of bulking up to gear into combat too. So yeah, and I think her being like a superhero lawyer too. I think her boss, I think the guy did mention it was like a superhero law division that he wanted her to headline. So on the one hand, because partly because of now being She-Hulk too, she's probably going to be like the best person to lead for the job. But then also because just in her general kind of line of work, she probably might be the best person to lead it. Or maybe it's just if they really are just actually kind of like if maybe they see it as a bad thing, maybe it's going to be that kind of a twist, like, oh, this is something that's even more stressful on top of regular lawyering, so then maybe they want to just kind of short load it onto her or something. But then she's going to surprise everyone when she knocks people's socks off and she's acing cases left, right and centre. So I don't know, it's going to be an interesting series to watch. And I think so far we've seen. I think the more shows they've done, I think I'm kind of afraid. I'm afraid of this one being like a 6-episode thing as well, because again, like so far the shows they've done, I think the more shows they've done, I think maybe with the exception of like What If or something, I think the more shows they've done, they've kind of shown that 6 episodes is like more and more, like only really gets more and more restrictive as time goes on. So I think they can easily stretch it out to more like 10, maybe 13 if they want to, because then the focus can still very easily be on the story and actually doing it the way it needs to be done, instead of crunching everything down to 6 episodes in the name of quantity and everything. So there's obviously no need to stretch out to 22 episodes and make half of it pointless filler, but you can put in a little bit more in there if you absolutely feel that like it would definitely aid the story and benefit the viewing experience in that way. So I don't know, this and Ms. Marvel, the only thing I'm really afraid of is the kind of 6-episode thing. Like if they're gonna do it, then it's like, okay, let's just see how this one goes. But then if it ends up actually crunching the story down or taking out more stuff that really could also be really fun to see or really necessary to see the story, and actually kind of leave less kind of questions open-ended and everything. So yeah, I don't know, I guess we'll see. I guess we shall see. But yeah, we saw Jamila Jamil was playing Titania. I think we had like a little bit like a teeny glimpse of her. I think she might have like come in through the wall like the Kool-Aid Man, or in this case Kool-Aid Woman. I think I'm not sure exactly how she showed up, just like in the end, just bursting through yeah, there she is. Yes, I think there's like a Power Ranger in this? I think probably not a Power Ranger, but some dude in green with like a Power Ranger's looking mask, so that's interesting, and he's got like little antennas on the side of the head. So yeah, I think she's here fighting in a courtroom. I think that might be Titania. That's Jamila Jamil as Titania, so I think she's going to be the antagonist, the main kind of like She-Hulk antagonist in this series too. Seeing the cousins just doing a superhero landing is so cool too. That's gonna be really fun. So I think I'm kind of curious too, because I think up until now we've also had little to no mention of what Bruce's family, what his family history is. I think I remember reading from a couple of the comics that he actually had like a really abusive father, like his mother was a victim, and so like him and his mother were combined victims of his father's abuse. But then that's also part of what sent him down the route to actually being as intelligent and as scientific and stuff as he is. I don't know if we're gonna get references to that, but I think it's gonna be cool actually seeing him meeting however distant of a family member of his for the first time. So I want to say her hair looks amazing. Like I think even in human form her hair looks great, but then especially in She-Hulk form, I don't know what it is. Like her hair still like managing to maintain really curly and really wavy kind of lengths and curls and everything. Like this is just frizz. This is frizz. That is what I aspire to. That is exactly at least one of the kind of qualities and styles I aspire to. Because I think with Hulk, he's always had like the short kind of fuzz cut and everything. But with She-Hulk, just luscious, flourishing kind of curls and everything. That is goals right there. At least for me. So so yeah, there's that. An Abomination, and we saw Tim Roth too. We did see Tim Roth in human form, so he's gonna be in this too. So I think he, I don't know exactly. I think he is he meant to be in the raft. I think he's in like a raft looking cage in this. I think, but I'm not entirely kind of sure. But I think he is gonna be in this in like a more kind of human-ish kind of form. And yeah, Tim Roth. So he's in like a cage of his own, but I can't really see Raft written anymore, or any kind of logo or symbol that really indicates where he is. But I mean, for him, like the Raft would probably be like the ideal place to keep him. So it'll be cool to see that making a comeback. But yeah, I think he's in prison. He's in prison. So I mean, kind of makes me wonder maybe if he is. I mean, because I think again, I can't remember exactly how the reference went. But in Agents of Shield in season 1, Coulson did make a reference to the Abomination about like him having like a prison cell or like an actual prison kind of center out in the Arctic or something or other. So and then of course the Winter Soldier stuff happened and everything got unloaded and released and everything. So I think I can only imagine that Abomination might have been among those things. And then now and then after that, the last appearance we get is him in Shang-Chi, who's doing underground fights. So then that kind of does indicate that he escaped and he found his own way, and then he eventually landed in where was the underground thing? Where was that? I think was it not Madripoor? Not Madripoor. That's fucking the soldier thing. Where was the underground ring? I can't remember I can't remember what the name of the underground city from the city from Shang-Chi was, where the fighting and everything was. But I think he found his way there and he fought Wong there. So I can imagine that. But then I think he was on good terms with Wong too. I think there was actually some good sportsmanship between him and Wong. So then exactly how he went from that to then being this thing. And I mean, I can't imagine this would be like this would be set before then. I think probably be better to think that he then left the Sanctum after Wong fixed him up, and then he then ran into authorities or something, and then he actually got himself captured and locked up again. So I don't know, but it'll be cool to see anyway. I think this must be the prison system. I think this reminds me of the maze from the Maze Run, like the walls, the surrounding desert area and everything. I think with this whole structure, the way this is all structured and everything and built, this reminds me almost exactly of the maze from the Maze Run, which then I think the most vibes it's meant to give off is it's probably just like the whole kind of prison site out in the middle of nowhere. So then with this stuff, I think with the raft, that's out on the ocean. That's on the ocean. I think then this must be something else. I think the raft. The raft is. I think it also can be. I think it is mostly just like a supermax prison, but I think it's also like it also can be used to house enhanced individuals. Like it was used for Wanda and everything, but then of course the almost everyone else on Team Cap was human too. Like Falcon, Hawkeye, Ant-Man, everyone else like they were all human, but then Wanda was the only one with the actual kind of braces and the cuffs and everything. So she was enhanced, and then of course Zemo's being kept there too. So I think for the most part it's really just like a supermax prison out in the middle of the ocean and everything. But then they also can in certain cases use it to house enhanced people. So I think this must be the same thing, or at least I think if they're dealing with like an actual superhero law division here, then I think it only makes sense for people then, are sentenced to prison or whatever, to actually have like an actual kind of prison system dedicated to them too. So then this could be like an even more like the Roth equivalent on land and everything. So yeah, God, Tatiana in a suit. I think easily one of the best things that this show is going to give me as a result of Jennifer being a lawyer. Tatiana Maslany in a suit. Tatiana Maslany in multiple suits, probably even different suits. Just yeah, this is going to be a gift. This series is going to be nothing short of a gift. So yeah, that's going to be uber cool. That's going to be super cool. Yeah, even Hulk CGI does, again, I think his face looks a lot smaller here. His face, ironically, looks quite a bit smaller here, but again, it's unfinished CGI, so I think they can easily perfect it by the time it comes out. And his shirt also looks like the Shield eagle, it looks like there's an eagle on his shirt with the wings and everything, which kind of reminds me of Shield, but I think it's definitely not an actual Shield specific suit, probably just like a. Oh no, I think there's like a triangle thing that looks like the arc reactor too. So I don't know if it's like a custom made thing, like he actually made his own logo and then had it printed out or something. But I think he wears bigger shirts now. He actually has to wear bigger shirts now. So there's that. And I think we also didn't see him in human form. I think we saw Tim Roth. I think what's his name? Emil Blonsky. That's his name. Emil Blonsky. We saw Blonsky and of course Jennifer in human form. But Bruce, no, I think maybe Bruce is one, because I think in the other teaser, I think that one was maybe just more like made for the teaser itself. I think that one just had human form deliberately. But I think with this one, Bruce seems to be very deliberately stuck in thingy form. So that's cool. And again, he's helping thingy. He's definitely helping. Oh, the blade stays stuck. I swear to God, I'm literally just kind of skimming through this, but I end up actually landing on like the most kind of peculiar shots and the most peculiar things. Yeah, the blade, you can see the STA on the blades. I think that just like there she says like Stark, so probably like a Stark Industries blades or something, probably made of like some super duper strong. I know it's gonna be vibranium, but I don't know. But either way, I think he's using this kind of lab, maybe even the same lab he actually transformed into the Hulk in for the more efficient time. He's using that to help her understand her powers a bit more and everything. So that's super duper cool. August 17th, August 17th. That's a good date. And people are starting to know her now too. Like She-Hulk is coming into existence and everything. So there's that. Just wow, she can still rock a dress. She can still rock all the dresses she wants. Probably needs bigger dresses because then she transforms into She-Hulk too. But then I wonder so then does she have to buy bigger dresses from the get go, or from the get go, or is she actually gonna like I don't know like enlarge them as she transforms or something? I'm not entirely sure. But either way, she's rocking it. She is rocking it like that. She is gorgeous. She is absolutely gorgeous. She's absolutely amazing. I love that shot of her actually physically breaking out of her heels as she transforms too, and then actually pulling the other person out in front of her. So she looks good. She looks great. She looks great. Tatiana doing mocap for this is going to be really really fun to see, and seeing how she actually brings She-Hulk to life in that manner too. Because I think with this one too, I think the kind of advantage we might get with this one is that unlike with the Hulk, I think She-Hulk is still as intelligent and as coherent and as coordinated as Jennifer is. I think with this one, with this one, assuming that Bruce gives her the blood after he merges his own identities together, would that then change his DNA? Because then would that then make his blood merge with the Hulk any different to before? Because then with this one, the only difference is that he's controlling what's in control and what's actually in combination too. So with this one now, he has his own self, his blood is, I think his blood, physically, he's entirely Hulk now, so that means that his blood is also Hulk blood, but then that also means that, his brain chemistry might work a bit differently too, because then his mind, Bruce's mind is the one in control, so that makes me wonder, is the reason, I could be entirely wrong about this, because I haven't read the comics, I don't know exactly, how close, to this, Jennifer's origins might be, because then, based on what we've seen of the Hulk in the past 2 years, I think, maybe, I feel like it would be at least half logical to kind of, anticipate, Jennifer having the same struggles as Bruce did in the beginning, transforming into the Hulk, but with this one, she seems perfectly fine. She has this sort of, she has what Hulk now has, but what Bruce now has, but from the get-go. She has the like her own mind in control, but then the actual body of like an actual kind of like a green Greek goddess. So yeah, I don't know, but it's gonna be fun seeing how she actually does navigate that. Like knowing that she still has her mind in control and in place and everything. It's gonna be fun seeing how she actually does control that, and seeing probably for her it's gonna be probably for her it's gonna be a case of actually understanding her own strength too, like actually knowing not to break stuff and knowing not to break her own stuff and actually trash her own house in the beginning, and then actually coming to terms with that too. But then also actually having to control how hard she fights other people and everything. So yeah, but then also actually seeing her being She-Hulk in the courtroom too, and actually being She-Hulk in like an actual kind of an extra large suit or whatever. Oh god, Jennifer Walters in a suit is gonna be one thing, but She-Hulk in a suit, that's gonna be another treat entirely. So yeah, because then with this one too, I think doesn't seem to be overly. I think she doesn't seem to be fully tearing herself out of the suit or anything, but I think she still definitely seems to be in control. So that's going to be a thing. But yeah, it looks great. It looks really fun. And again, her dating life is for the most part no different either. I think that there definitely seems to be guys willing to go home with her, and guys willing to be like bridal carried by her into the bedroom and everything, or wherever she's taken him. But yeah, I think she herself seems to be more than happy to actually go back out onto the dating scene. In She-Hulk form too, I think probably for her, she probably sees it as like an even bigger advantage. Like, oh, who wouldn't want like to actually, like who, if they're attracted to women, would not want to actually, be carried by said strong buff women too. So that is like a great approach to have compared to, I think, with Bruce's one, like him, his kind of biggest concern being that he probably couldn't actually be with Betty, or was it Betty? Was it? I think it must have been Betty. I think Betty something. But I think not Betty White. Not Betty White. I think I'm pretty sure it was Betty. Right? Was it Betty? I'm pretty sure it was Betty. Let me actually look that up. I'm pretty sure because I think she was even in What If. I think the last place we saw her was literally What If. Not Betty White. God. Was it Betty Ross? I think Betty Ross. I think is Daddy is Thunderbolt Ross. Yeah, Betty Ross. Yeah, Betty Ross. I think she's probably not going to be in this either. But with Betty in the solo movie, and then with the whole forced stuff with Natasha in Age of Ultron too. I think Bruce had the same kind of concerns, like in Age of Ultron, like he confirmed he can't have kids and everything because of what he turns into. But then of course in the Incredible Hulk, he also like his arousal meant that his heart rate tuned up and everything, which meant that the Hulk would be ready to come out and everything. So I mean, there's countless people have done it before. People probably won't stop now. People have done countless kind of jokes about how Hulk would probably be kind of more of an ideal kind of sexual partner because of his size in various places and everything. So I don't know how far they're gonna go with exploring She-Hulk's physicality in this. I think I would not be surprised, and I also would not want them to kind of fully shy away from showing off Jennifer being happier physically in her new form as well. If it's actually physically in combat or even physically sexually, if she's actually happier and more open to exploring her options in She-Hulk form, I would not really want them to shy away from that. If she's happier exploring, if she's happier actually kind of being She-Hulk and being with people as She-Hulk, then I actually kind of am curious to see how far they can go with that, and where they're willing to go with that, and how far she can go with that herself too. So I mean, the ending to this trailer alone shows her literally swiping around on a bunch of guys, and then actually taking one home herself, and going wanting to go extra on the fries, and taking the fries to go and everything, and then her literally carrying the guy into wherever and everything, presumably the bedroom. So I think again, if the trailer alone is willing to show her off as happy as that, then let her do what she wants. Within reason to any consenting partner, and just let her flourish, and thrive. She can easily thrive in combat and elsewhere. So I think especially with the way the MCU is going now, I feel like they're also shying away. They're also shying away. They're also not shying away as much from showing off characters in a much more kind of promiscuous or more open kind of manner either, like actually showing them off as actual mature adults who do adult things sometimes, and I feel like, you know what, that's okay. They're adults, they can have a little fun every now and then, and so some of them do want to have fun and some of them don't. So, you know, it's a whole thing now. It's a whole thing. So yeah, She-Hulk, you know, big buff green lady on the way, and I am all here for it. I am all here for it. So August 17th. You know, I'm gonna I will say I definitely do want to check these comics out, but what I won't say is that I'm going to check them out before the series comes out, because there is absolutely no certainty of that happening, because again, my reading backlog is just too kind of filled up and too kind of packed right now to actually kind of confirm or deny that. So I will definitely be getting into these comics and seeing what Jennifer Walters is like in the comics, and seeing what her backstory is, and seeing how her character is in the comics, and then enjoying the series when it does actually come up, and when it does pop up on Disney Plus, and reacting to every last episode of this show, no matter how many there are, 6, 9, 10, 13, whatever. But yeah, and also I think eventually I will also be checking out Orphan Black 2, in whether that's in or out of reactions. I'm not guaranteeing that reactions are going to happen to that show or anything, but I'm just saying I will definitely be checking that show out too, and seeing exactly where Tatiana started, or at least like where her breakout role was, presumably in Orphan Black. And I've heard good things about Orphan Black. I've actually heard some pretty decent things about Orphan Black, and especially in favour of Tatiana herself as an actress and as a person and everything. So yeah, that was cool. So that was the first official kind of teaser trailer for Marvel Studios' She-Hulk. So that is pretty much all. Those are pretty much all my initial thoughts for now. I don't really think I missed out on anything. I think I've done plenty of thirsting for She-Hulk for the time being, and analysed almost everything there is. So that will be really fun to see. I mean, well, the lawyer stuff, I don't know if they are actually planning on introducing Matt Murdock in this. I think it would be a cool kind of partnership thing to have made. But I think for the time being, I think they should definitely kind of keep this solo head like to herself for the time being, because I think plenty of people know about Daredevil. And I think, to be fair, I think more people would prefer to see like a Daredevil reboot, like a Daredevil continuation on Disney Plus. I think now all the Defender stuff is on Disney Plus now. There's also I think if we're gonna be completely honest, I think more people do want to see Daredevil in general, but I feel like it's a lot more fair to say that people would actually prefer a continuation or a reboot of some sort of Daredevil on Disney Plus, as opposed to just seeing him having to pop up in other people's properties and other people's kind of series too. So I think, because like the cameo in No Way Home was fun and it fit in and it worked well, but then I think, you know, like if anything, that just proved how many people love that character and how many people love the actor as well. So they definitely deserve a chance to continue their story and everything on Disney Plus if and when the time comes. So I think, yeah, for now, I think definitely this first season, just keep it to She-Hulk, keep it as Jennifer Walters alone, and we already have plenty of people coming in with Abomination and Hulk themselves to come in and doing their own thing, so that's plenty of familiar faces already, and now it's time to meet the new face that is Jennifer Walters. So again, cannot wait, but I'm willing to wait until the actual official release date and everything. So yeah, keep an eye out for those reactions. They'll be coming they'll be coming as soon as the show is. They'll be coming as soon as the show is, and I'll be reacting to every single one. So yeah, can't wait. But yeah, again, that was the official teaser trailer for Marvel Studios' She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. So thank you guys, as always, so much for being here and for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, then feel free to leave a like and comment what you thought of the teaser, and if you're looking forward to this and what you're looking forward to, and any kind of, if you have any recommendations for comics and any kind of volumes from She-Hulk's kind of series and arcs I should explore at any time, then feel free to leave them down in the comments, and any kind of theories you have about the show and what you hope to see and everything, leave those comments down below too. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So until the next time, bye bye for now.